Hello and welcome to Yoga and Wellness with Rachel. Tonight's practice is an evening wind down focused on twists to help us unwind, release tension, let go. So I am going to let you know that I'm not going to be bringing you out from Shavasana today in case you are using this practice to help you unwind into sleep. So just to let you know, but with that, if you need to set an alarm, go ahead and pause this, set the alarm, and come back when you're ready. Now, I am sitting up on a blanket. You're welcome to do the same. There are no other props that you will have to have or need to have for this practice today, but you're certainly welcome to use anything that helps you to feel supported in your body, in your practice. So let's come into a comfortable seated position. Let the hands rest gently in the lap. Allow yourself to soften down through those sit bones. And then invite just a little bit more length and space into the spine. Let the shoulders soften down the back. Good. Breathing in and out mindfully. If you'd like to close the eyes, if you haven't already, you're welcome to. And as you breathe in, I'm going to invite you to imagine that you could breathe up through the left side of your body. Up, all the way up. And imagine you could breathe out through the right side of your body, back down. So it's as if you're breathing from the left ground up to the left sky. And then exhaling from the right sky down to the right earth. We'll do 3 more rounds just like that. Into the left. Down through the right. In through the left. Down through the right. One more time, in through the left. Down through the right and pause and reverse. Imagine you could breathe in from the right ground to the right sky, up the right side body, and then down the left side body from the left sky to the left earth. We'll do 5 total. In through the right, out through the left, in through the right, out through the left. And 2 more times, in and out and in. Breathe it all the way out and pause. And then imagine you could breathe from the ground up both sides of the body. Breathe in all the way up to the sky. And breathe that energy right back down, cleansing all the way back down to the earth. So we'll do 5 total, 4 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe it in. And out. And just coming to a nice, natural rhythm of your breath, setting an intention to allow your body, mind to release as much tension as it's ready to let go of. Good. Just take a deep breath in and gently let it go. Let's take the fingertips out by your sides. And then as you're ready, root down through your left fingertips. Float the right arm out and up and overhead. Good. Circle the right hand all the way down and around, past your right knee and back up to the sky. And then lift up through center as you twist open to your right. Good. Let the shoulders drop down the back as you breathe like into your spine. Good. And then take your left palm towards your right leg. Float that right arm up and over to your left leg. Now, if that doesn't feel good, go ahead and let your hands rest on the lap. But if you're here and it feels okay, you might round into a little bit of a seated cat, breathing into the space behind the shoulder blades. And then inhale as you come forward and up, separate the elbows into cactus, maybe lift the heart forward, and then breathe up towards the sky and breathe out, hands to the ground. Good. Let's go ahead and take the other shin in front if you are in a cross-legged seat. Sit up nice and tall. Let the hands rest in the lap. And we'll just do a few shoulder rolls here, releasing any tension. Good. Shoulders up and around the other way a few times. Good. A little seated cat-cow. Press the hands into the legs. Lift the heart as much or as little as you'd like. And then breathe out. Draw the belly button in as the chin folds. 2 more like that. Inhale to rise. Exhale to round. Breathe it in to rise. Exhale to round. Let's come right back up to neutral, my friend. Let the hands come out and down by your sides. Root into your right fingertips. Sweep the left arm out and up as you hinge open to the right. Arrive, breathe, stretch, and then circle that left arm down and across, out and overhead, and then come back through center as we reach both arms high, twisting open to the left this time. Good. A few breaths here to explore the edge of your twist. Relax through the neck and the jaw. Good. We'll turn the right palm towards the right leg, towards the left leg, and then sweep your left arm up and around towards your right leg. Beautiful. So the arms are crisscrossed here. And again, rounding if that feels okay, chin to the chest, belly button in. And then as you come up through center, separate the elbows wide, finding those cactus arms, maybe a little heart opener. Fingertips reach high to the sky. Let the hands come out and down by your sides. Good. Let's stretch those legs out long. You can tick-tock the feet a little side to side if you'd like to here. And your hips might be up on a blanket, or you can rest your hips down on the ground. I'm going to remove the blanket for this stretch, but you are welcome to do whatever feels good. Now from here, we're going to keep the right leg extended out long. Draw the left foot in. Now it's your choice if you want to keep the left foot inside of your right leg or send it to the outside of your right leg. From here, you're going to take the right arm forward. Left hand can rest on that leg, and then open out to the right, and then spiral back through center as you hug your left leg and take the left hand to the mat behind you. Let that left shoulder drop down away from the ear and find a gaze that feels good. Just give yourself a couple of breaths here. And then when you're ready, sweeping that left arm up and forward and over to the right as you walk both hands out to the right. Now you may not go very far in this stretch. Feel free to stay tall or walk the hands forward, just a gentle counter twist. Good. Inhale all the way back up. Reach the fingertips to the sky. Let the hands come down. And we'll stretch that left leg out long, maybe tick-tock the feet a little side to side. And then preparing for the other side, draw that right foot in. Decide if you'd like to have it inside or outside of your left leg. Energize through your left leg. And then take your left arm forward. Hug your right leg with your right hand. Open out to the left. And then ease your way back through center as you hug your right leg and take the right hand to the ground behind you. Soften the shoulder, find a gaze that feels good, and just tune into the steadiness of your breath. Good. Again, as we come through center, I invite you to sweep that right arm out and up and overhead, taking it out to your left. Take your left hand down to the ground. And then walk the hands forward, out to the side. Good. It doesn't matter how far you go. Tune into your breath. And then ease on back up. Reach for the sky as you face forward. Float the hands down as you breathe out. Stretch your right leg out long. Any movement you'd like here. We'll take the arms out and up and overhead. Glide the hands forward to the outer knees as you bring your feet together and let the knees spill out to the sides. Sitting up tall, now we're not going to be here long. If you do want to place any kind of support under the knees, you could. I'm going to invite you to inhale, scoop the arms up to the sky. And then twist out to your right. Breathe, lengthen into the spine, soften into the stretch. And then ease on back through center, reach tall, and twist open to the left. Let the hands rest wherever it's comfortable. And then inhale forward. Let the hands come out to the outer knees as you bring your feet to the ground. And we're gonna make our way forward into a child's pose. So sweep your feet back behind you. You can place a blanket under the knees if you would like to. And you might like to have the knees close together. You might prefer to have the knees wide apart. Either way, big toes meet. We're gonna let the hips melt back towards the heels. And then choose your child's pose. Take a few breaths. Maybe let yourself rock a little side to side, releasing any tension. Breathe in and out with mindful control. And perhaps inviting your exhale to be about twice as long as your inhale. Now you're certainly welcome to stay right here. If you would like to thread the needle in your child's pose, you might press into your fingertips, lift the head, and gently guide your right arm underneath your body over to the left. So your right palm is facing up, and you can come down to the shoulder and the right cheek. Your left arm might stay extended out long in front of you, or you can reach it around to your low back, or even all the way around to your right hip crease, whatever feels good. Remember to breathe in and out with mindful control. And we'll ease our way back out, taking the left hand back out in front of us, pressing into the fingertips, coming through center as you stretch your right arm out long, and then drape that left arm underneath if you're threading the needle, coming to this side. Your right hand can stay outstretched in front of you. It can come to your hips, your left hip, or your low back. So finding what feels good. Good. Tuning into the breath, breathing here. Good. Take your time. Pressing into the right hand out in front of you. Stretch the left arm out long. Take a couple more breaths in your child's pose. Let your body soften down. Good. When you're ready, slowly ease on up to kneeling, walking the hands in towards your knees. We're going to ease onto either side as we sweep the legs out long in front of us and make our way down onto our back body. So you can hug the knees in if you want to. Come towards the center of your mat so you have room for your head on the mat. And then come on down to the ground. Let's hug the knees into the chest and just find a gentle rock side to side. Good. From here, I'm going to invite you to set your feet down on the ground as wide apart as your mat. You can take your arms out into a T or stretch them out overhead, whatever feels good. And let the knees windshield wiper right to left. And then pause on the right side. Good. Now this might be plenty, but if you do want more, you could lift that right foot and sit it on top of your left leg. Good. Feel free to place a blanket under the knee. You might notice your left hip lifts a little bit here. Good. Feel free to gaze up or look out to your left. Maybe even let the eyes soften down or close. Feel the breath that comes and goes. And if that right foot is lifted, we'll set it back down. Take the gaze back up towards the sky. Ever so mindfully, rock the knees through center over to the left. Good. Windshield wiper back over to the right. And then this time as your knees come to the left, you can pause there. And again, maybe you'll stay right here. Maybe you'll set the left foot on top of the right leg. Just a little extra leverage. Good. Any arm position here, whatever gaze feels right. Beautiful. Take the gaze back up towards the sky. If the left foot is on the leg, let it come to the ground. And then ever so gently ease on back through center, windshield wiper to the right. Ease on back to center, windshield wiper to the left. Pause in the center. Feet are about as wide apart as the mat. Let the knees fall against one another. Let the low back release down. Take a deep breath in. Gently let it go. Another long breath in. And release. Good. Let's hug both knees into the chest. Maybe a little rock side to side. And then finding whatever final shape before Shavasana feels right for you today. So you might choose a waterfall pose, like your legs up the invisible wall. Or maybe a happy baby with the knees wider than the rib cage, the low back flat on the ground. Feel free to settle into movement or find some settle into stillness or find some gentle movement. Let your body relax, let your mind soften, releasing with each exhale any tension we might be holding on to that's not serving us. When you're ready, you can hug your knees back into your chest. And we'll come into our Shavasana, so maybe setting those feet down on the earth. Feel free to stay here or walk the legs out long. You can let the arms rest out by your sides, or maybe take one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. The gaze is straight up, the neck is nice and long. You can allow your eyes to soften down or close. And just let gravity draw the body's weight down into the support of the earth behind you. Inhaling and exhaling. With each breath out, softening, sinking a little deeper. Each inhale brings us a deeper sense of peace and presence. As we offer ourselves these last few moments to integrate our practice in mind and body.